Hi, I'm Michelle Zube. I'm a Board Certified Behavior Analyst with Brett DiNovi Associates. Acceptance and commitment therapy focuses on teaching clients to be more psychologically flexible. People who are psychologically flexible are more inclined to persistent behaviors despite having or experiencing negative thoughts, feelings, emotions, or sensations within their bodies.
18, Curry, deep three, puts it in! Curry, back shot.
With a lot of heat on her name, taking on a veteran, but it was Felice Herrig who got her hand raised.
If we look at athletes, it's really interesting why even the most skilled athlete maybe doesn't make it to the top, while other athletes who may be equally as skilled or maybe even have a lesser skill set are able to persist and to become champions in their sport. One athlete that I feel really is a great example of psychological flexibility is Namajunas, who is the UFC strawweight champion. In this interview, it was post-fight after her defeat over former champion Joanna Jędrzejczyk, Namajunas talks about what her keys to winning the fight were.
Yeah, I mean, I try to put her out of my head as much as possible. You know, of course, you know, she's a Jedi master at mind control, you know, but she can't control me. And that was just the key to this fight was controlling myself and my own thoughts and my own emotions, regardless of what's going on around me. They didn't even play my walkout song or anything like that, so I was a little thrown off I was thrown off a little bit with that too. So I just kept telling myself, like, you know, just stay calm and you know, yeah, confident, conditioned, composed, content. I'm a champion.
She talks about controlling her emotions, which in terms of ACT really shows acceptance, accepting the fact that these thoughts are going to happen, maybe self-deprecating thoughts, some covert verbal behavior going on there that could be detrimental to her performance. She also talks about engaging in a mantra, something that she repeated to herself throughout her training camp, and even throughout the fight in moments where she felt like she needed to remain calm and breathe through the moment. She also talks about not paying attention to her feelings, which really is the quintessential point of psychological flexibility. She acknowledges that they're there, but she doesn't allow them to govern her or to control her behavior.
Always controlling my breathing, you know, not paying attention to feelings as much, you know. Obviously, you know, feelings are just feelings. They should guide you, but they shouldn't control you. And, you know, you can choose whatever thoughts you want.
To that same point, she also talks about not letting her opponent control her either. A lot of fighters and just athletes in general really trash talk and really try to engage in psychological warfare. So being able to get past that and just to process that information, it's just words that I'm hearing, and being able to persist in her committed actions, her behaviors, and her skills. She also talks about the mind is a muscle and it needs to be trained, which really is at the heart of acceptance and commitment therapy, that we can train ourselves and we can train our minds to be more flexible. In acceptance and commitment therapy, as a therapist, it's really important to tell your clients what to do as opposed to what not to do. When we're focusing on emotional states, we're almost exacerbating the extent to which these private events are occurring. So for example, if you tell somebody not to be nervous, they're so focused on not being nervous that it might actually end up making them more nervous. This is especially true for coaches when they're coaching their athletes in really high intensity situations. So for example, in a high intensity combat sport situation, the coach might want to tell their client to breathe, stay focused, to execute a move a certain way. They also might go back and remind them why they're there. You know, you want this, you want to be a champion, and remind them of what's important to them.
Think of your kids, take a deep breath, and I need explosive power going forward. Trust me, you push them backwards, you got this.
So in this clip, the coach is in the corner, the athlete's looking a little tired, perhaps a little defeated. You can see that just in the way that he's moving and breathing heavy. And the coach does a really great job of reminding this particular athlete to push forward, to accept the fact that his opponent is coming at him, but to move in such a way, move forward, and to push on.
You're allowing him to push you up against his cage every time you have to go forward. Trust me. You put your head down like a bull and you go. You put your kids in your head right now. Put your family in your head, and you get your attitude, and you get in this fight.
He also tells him to think about his kids, which is most likely something that this individual values. It's there's a goal in mind. He wants to win this fight. He talks about, remember why you're here. You made this decision, and really just bringing him back to the heart of why he's doing what he's doing. He also reminds him to breathe, which sounds like such a simple thing, but it's something in most high-stress situations that people forget to do and not focus on.
Think of your kids, take a deep breath, and I need explosive power going forward.
So this coach does a really nice job of working through the ACT model with this particular fighter, and to really remind him of the keys to psychological flexibility in a high-intensity situation.
Thanks for watching what we're doing in Hacking Human Behavior. And if you like what we're doing, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button and the subscribe button so you can get more behavior analytic content.